Hi, I'm Case Adams and I'm a California naturopath. Today we're going to be talking about using plant medicines for natural healing strategies. Medical science continues to confirm that cinnamon can significantly reduce metabolic syndrome, which includes high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, and heart disease. In a 2017 study from the University of Delhi, medical scientists studied 116 people with metabolic syndrome. For 16 weeks, they gave the group 3 grams of cinnamon per day or a placebo. After the 16 weeks, those in the cinnamon group showed improvements in fasting blood glucose levels, waist circumference, body mass index, blood pressure, cholesterol, and triglycerides. The researchers concluded, quote, "A single supplement intervention with 3 grams of cinnamon for 16 weeks resulted in significant improvements in all components of metabolic syndrome." In a review of multiple clinical studies, the medical researchers found adequate clinical evidence that cinnamon reduces most of these metabolic syndrome markers. They stated, "It has been concluded that cinnamon has potential therapeutic use in metabolic syndrome and can prevent morbidity and mortality due to cardiovascular diseases." Studies also show that even short-term use of cinnamon can significantly reduce blood pressure, especially among those who are pre-diabetic or already type 2 diabetic. University of Toronto researchers conducted a systematic review study of clinical trials using cinnamon between year 2000 and 2012. The researchers found 3 trials. They meta-analyzed the results of the studies and determined that the short-term use of cinnamon results in an average drop in systolic blood pressure of over 5 millimeters of mercury, while diastolic blood pressure is reduced by an average of 2.6 millimeters mercury. The most recent of the studies involved 59 subjects who had type 2 diabetes. They were randomized and either given 1,200 milligrams of cinnamon per day or a placebo. After 12 weeks, the cinnamon group's systolic blood pressure reduced by 3.4 millimeters mercury on average. In another clinical study, 58 type 2 diabetics took either a placebo or 2 grams of cinnamon per day for 12 weeks. The cinnamon group's average systolic blood pressure decreased by over 3 millimeters mercury and their diastolic blood pressure reduced by 5 millimeters mercury. Hypertension or high blood pressure is common among the pre-diabetic and type 2 diabetics. This is because high blood glucose levels damage the arteries as oxidation radicals are created. This damage to the arteries in turn results in the scarring of the blood vessels known as atherosclerosis. This scarring builds up plaque which reduces the lumen size or the diameter of the blood vessel. This smaller diameter increases blood pressure. There is also clear evidence that cinnamon is helpful for non-diabetic persons. In a study last year from Ball State University, 30 healthy adults were tested after adding cinnamon to their morning cereal. The addition of cinnamon significantly reduced blood glucose levels at 15, 30, 45, and 60 minutes from their typical post-meal levels. But some research has shown cinnamon reduces hemoglobin A1C levels, which directly relate to blood sugar. Researchers from Poland's Medical University of Lodz conducted a meta-analysis study of the clinical use of cinnamon for high cholesterol. The research analyzed 13 clinical studies that included 750 people. The researchers found that cinnamon use significantly reduced triglycerides and total cholesterol. They also found it slightly boosted levels of high-density lipoprotein, which is the good cholesterol. Cinnamon has been used in Ayurvedic and other Asian medicines for thousands of years as both a medicine and a spice. Its use in Indonesia is famous as it was exported from Java to Europe several centuries ago and embraced by European herbalists for its tremendous healing properties. There are generally 4 types of cinnamon referred to in ancient times, and some of them are from different plants. Cinnamonum verum is considered true cinnamon as recognized from Indonesia and ancient Hebrews. Cinnamonum tamala has been utilized in Ayurvedic medicine and is called malabathrum. Meanwhile, Cinnamonum cassia comes from China and is also known as ceres. And finally, Cinnamonum iners is also considered by some as cinnamon, but today it is accepted as cassia instead of cinnamon by herbalists. While other cinnamons are considered cinnamon by their regional medicines, the Indonesian cinnamon verum is considered the true cinnamon among Western herbalists. Today, most of the world's cinnamon is produced in Sri Lanka. Cinnamon's mechanisms for actions are not well understood. It has a number of constituents, including flavanols and proanthocyanidins, such as epicatechins. Hey, thanks for listening in. Be well.